I don't know how many people realize that suffering is a choice and that they choose it every day. When one chooses suffering, one is choosing their own prisons that they encapsulated themselves in. When they're choosing suffering, they are choosing to play a role that only they can play during a certain part of their journey. They can choose to be within that role, the victim, the martyr, whatever label you choose to use, but choosing to stay in that role of the being in that, ruminating in that suffering and being like, I'm comfortable right here. This feels like a very safe place for me to be. When one is enacting within that, choosing suffering, one is actually choosing to feel safe from being liberated. I went down this rabbit hole to understand, and also, like, I've been doing this type of work for the past couple years. I've been eyes open towards humanity the past 10 years, and within that, I've seen a lot of different human behaviors play out a role where they choose their suffering. And I'm like, why the fuck do we choose our suffering? Because we're so comfortable. We don't know anything outside of that. So then, how do we liberate ourselves from our own suffering? How the fuck do we do that? I'm gonna put it into a way to help y'all understand this equation. So, with the choice, there becomes this agreement. Like, I choose to be the victim in this. That's an agreement, choosing. And then, therefore, when you choose to play a certain role, you're actually you're living out that lesson. And you can choose for a certain period of time to stay within that course, within that lecture, within that class of study, whatever the fuck. And that material becomes the golden seed for your evolution, the golden seed for your own personal development. Your own suffering can become your power. It can become your reclamation. It can become your remembering if you choose to arise from that, if you choose to alchemize that and really see why that has played a role in your life and why it has become a singular theme that plays out through your life.